This is Machu Picchu. So we're in Peru, and today we're exploring this iconic world wonder while answering some big questions along the way. How and why did the Incas build this place? Is it expensive to visit? Is it hard to get tickets? How do you get here when it's deep in the Peruvian Andes? What's it like to visit Machu Picchu as a tourist? And lastly, is it worth the hype? Join us in Machu Picchu.
Good morning, everybody. Today we are visiting one of the 7 wonders of the world, Machu Picchu. We're super excited.
We're in Macchu Picchu Pueblo right now, which is like the Machu Picchu town. We took the train from Cuzco yesterday, and we're waiting in the bus to get up there. So some basic details about the trip. We actually didn't book tickets in advance. We got them yesterday. They sell 1,000 tickets at the cultural center Machu Picchu here in Aguascalientes, Machu Picchu Pueblo. They won't let us in until Reyka's here. I didn't know she had to come for this as well, so waiting on her.
Wyatt just went and then I had to run over because you have to have both people there.
We still got in luckily, but
We're the last.
we're literally the last in line. Over there, over here. Tons of people. There were only 150 tickets left when we got ours, so 850 already been sold. All good though, so procrastinators like us, you're in luck.
So looking back at this footage, it seems we were so eager to get up to Machu Picchu that we didn't really explain what was going on much. So first off, to get up to Machu Picchu, we chose the bus rather than hiking because these mountains are super steep and we didn't really want to be sweaty all day. So we bought our bus tickets the day before also at Concetur offices, and they only cost $12 USD. They just said be back the next day at 9 a.m. So we were. It was super cheap and pretty easy. The bus ride up was super comfortable, but we were getting pretty worried about one important detail.
Very cloudy.
With just one chance to explore Machu Picchu, we were really praying for good weather. You see, Machu Picchu sits right in the middle of a cloud forest, and it can happen that the ruins are entirely invisible for days at a time.
Let's do it. We are never the front of the line.
Got lucky, I guess.
Luck's on our side today. The clouds are gonna part. I just know it. I see a little bit of blue trying to peek out of there. You're confident?
So they're super intense about your reservation time.
Yeah.
You can't even go to the circuit until the
starts,
time,
yeah.
which is 9 for us.
We have tickets for Puente Inca and Circuito 2, which is the circuit 2, which should hopefully cover most of the upper part as well as the Inca Bridge. So we're pumped.
And after entering, we started hightailing it up because the clouds were clearing.
Haven't even seen it yet, and I'm so pumped. This is beautiful. The mountains are just so steep here. These old rocks.
I was not expecting it to be this well maintained.
Okay, so right now we're climbing up these switchbacks. Pretty steep, but we're trying to get to the classic picture spot because it's not very cloudy right now. So we're trying to hightail it up there.
And then suddenly, there it was. So how do you even try to describe a place like this? Sure, it's beautiful, but it honestly feels more than beautiful. Grand? Sure, but does that even capture it? Instead of trying, I said this.
I believe those are llama poop.
Yep.
So yeah, we're going to the Inca Bridge first, the added hike that came with exploring Machu Picchu itself, and then we'll enter the ruins.
It's awesome. So how they have this set up is you just walk through a trail in the woods. There aren't too many other people, so it's not overcrowded. It feels like you're the first discovering this. Wow. Reyka, be super careful here because you fall and know how we're gonna get you back up from down there.
That view.
Okay.
You can hear that river from all the way up here.
Yeah, it's loud too.
Yeah.
I've been staring at these cliffs over here. So we're doing Puente Inca and Circuito Dos. So with that, you do the Puente Inca first, which is the bridge. Package deal. Package deal. How you doing?
It's a little trippy.
Yeah, it is. Literally trippy. Look at that. The Incas back in the day must have been a brave people just doing this. Probably didn't even have like safety walls. Maybe they did. They were good engineers. They built this, so it's pretty narrow. I got you.
Real narrow.
This is cool though. I feel like Indiana Jones. Always feel like Indiana Jones exploring like Mesoamerican empirical sites. This is probably the sketchiest part, isn't it? With the no wall.
That was pretty sketchy.
Yeah, true. Here, all right. Just ride the wall. There's the Puente Inca right there.
Super impressive how they built that
I know.
and how they walk on it.
I hadn't seen pictures of it before. It's like pretty crazy.
How do you walk on that? It's so skinny. Like, I get it might be stable.
I think just one person at a time. Okay, so asked a tour guide. Apparently that wood is 500 years old on top of it. And the whole structure, there's like 15 meters, which is 50 feet of teeny rocks stacked on top of each other. And I don't believe they used any mortar between them. So they're just like perfectly balanced. And also the trail we're walking on to get there, this was also built by them. Just can't contain my excitement.
So we have been to 4 of the 7 wonders of the world.
Which sounds a bit cringe to say.
Subtle brag.
Subtle
Not-
brag, yeah.
But for context.
Yeah.
And out of the ones that we've been to, this has been the best overall in terms of like not very many tourists, and it
Yeah.
like gives you space. You know what I mean? You have enough space to just like enjoy yourself.
And just like feel peace. I mean, at the Christ the Redeemer in Rio, it was so packed.
Colosseum, even more packed.
Even
Like,
more. Taj Mahal was the runner-up, I think. It wasn't that busy.
That's true. Taj Mahal would be the runner-up,
But this is empty. It's crazy.
now we're back to the main Circuito Dos Trail, Circuit 2.
How you doing?
All right,
Tired?
a little bit.
Yeah, that was a lot of hiking, hey?
We're gonna just do more now.
Yeah. It's just incredible.
All the intricate stones laid out there.
The terraces, like the different
The
levels.
little houses, like the triangles at the top of the house.
Oh yeah. After all the rain that must have come over the last 500 years since it was built, like, look at how well it's preserved.
I know, this whole area is so well maintained.
It's like one of those places you're at and you just can't believe you're at, you know? Okay, so some basic history about Machu Picchu. It was built by the Inca Empire in the 1400s. Scholars still actually don't know why. There's still theories out there. And the main reason they don't know why is because the Incas didn't have writing, so we just don't have any records from that time. The most popular theory that we've read about is that it was like a retreat for religious leaders and scholars of the time to just kind of come and relax in the mountains. The name Machu Picchu actually comes from the Quechua language, meaning old mountain. Machu Old Picchu Mountain.
Going through the gate. A word that keeps popping up in our minds is impressive.
Yep.
You just gotta wonder how the heck all these Incas brought these like stones from down the mountain all the way up to the mountain. We have no idea.
They used like the specific technique to block against earthquakes, because this is Machu Picchu's right on 2 seismic plates. It's called wait, I just saw
I
it.
didn't know that.
They used a specific technique called ashlar, which involves cutting stones so precisely that they lay on top of one another without any space between them. You wouldn't even be able to slide a piece of paper. And I guess that just helps against earthquake because there's less room for rattling. The engineering, the strength, it's all just incredible. Right behind me right there, the plant with the little purple things, that's actually a spicy Peruvian chili. And I guess it's really hot. But it's cool, it's just like growing within the city. Isn't that incredible?
Wow.
Look at this bug.
Where?
Wait until you see it.
No.
Look at that thing.
Caterpillar.
That's a huge caterpillar.
That ain't okay. I don't like that.
That's huge.
As long as it minds its own business, I don't care.
¿Cómo se llama?
100 pies.
Oh, no.
It's not poisonous.
It's not poisonous?
No.
You sure? 100%?
Yeah, sure. I have touched many times.
So as Wyatt said, with the stones like all coming together, I think this is a perfect example of that because look at that. It's like a puzzle piece. Just simply just fits all together. I think that's so interesting.
So obviously we didn't pay for a tour guide, but I did listen in on one of them talking about it. And they think a lot of these rocks at least, came from a landslide from the big mountain behind us. And they just, instead of working harder, worked smarter and just kind of carved those ones. Some people do think it was aliens. People think everything was built by the aliens.
Do you guys think it's the aliens? I think it's the aliens.
Do you?
No.
No, this is totally doable. Like, it's impressive, but give me 2,000 people with a lot of grit, done.
So this place is pretty small. You can expect very low numbers in population. Actually, day to day, there's really only 500 people that tend to populate this area back in the day. And then during the summer solstice and other special holidays, there would be like 900. So it would be like packed.
Yeah, you think about it, there's only so much food these like terraced little garden farms would have been able to produce for all these people. Because you don't want to have to hike up, down, and then back up every day for food, you know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Cool, as you can see, not too many people. What a privilege.
So this is like a demonstration of what the houses would look like in Machu Picchu back in the day. This is obviously not made by the Incas because you can see within the rocks there's mortar, but it's a great representation of what it looked like.
And that right there is the Roca Sagrada, or the sacred rock, which actually represents the mountain right behind us. It's kind of cloudy, so you can't see it. I kind of thought like the coolest part was going to be looking at Machu Picchu from above.
And it is really cool.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's iconic. But wandering these ancient streets is pretty crazy too.
Yeah.
Incas, 500 years ago, were just walking around, walking.
I don't know what it means, but there's a smile upon your face, and I see something shimmering in your eyes. And they say if you want to glimpse the future, you need space.
Now that's some next level masonry.
Guns. Would you follow me to wonders? Take my hand and walk.
So that was the Temple of the Condor. Condor was like a sacred god, kind of, or like a very spiritual being to the Incas. And if you, as you can see back there, there's like the two rocks which represent the wings, and then there's the rock at the bottom with the head facing you and two eyes, and around the head condors get like a white area, and that's why it's white in that little like spot.
It's super cool
Yeah,
to like really visualize it, you know?
yeah, it's crazy. Condors are nuts too. They're huge here. Biggest bird in the world, actually. It's just a staircase going down the mountain. Wow.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's like a huge stadium. You could fit so many people up on all those things.
Get Bruno Mars down there and we'll just start having a rave.
You were slowly fading in my mind.
I wasn't watching where I was going. I'd so hit my head on this right here. That would hurt too. Look at that sharp edge. Tall people problems.
Would you follow me to wonders? If you're everything that matters to me, makes me wonder why I can't get over.
That was definitely amazing. The pictures are, it's just like the pictures, but like even better.
Yeah. Pictures don't do it justice.
Great wonder of the world, if you were to choose one.
Yeah. And there we are. And we're out. There's the crowd. Make sure to subscribe, everybody. We're about to catch a bus to go down. Hope you really enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It all really helps us out. You don't want us to be sad, so subscribe.
See you soon.
Bye. Peace out.
When you look at me this way, I find it hard to not